Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you know, the holidays are here and Christmas is literally just a couple of days away. So today I'm going to show you how to create beautiful DIY gift wrapping for those amazing gifts that you bought your loved ones. If you'd like to see how I did these designs for gift wrapping, please keep watching. To start off, I'm actually going to show you guys how to wrap a gift first. So first you need your gift. You need some wrapping paper. This is actually from the dollar store and I've already pre-cut it. And you need some tape. I'm actually going to use the side without the design for the outside of my gift. So therefore I'm going to put the box over, flip it over so that it's the back side is on top. And then I'm just going to fold one side in. Fold the other side in. This paper is kind of tough because it's been rolled the other way. Then I want to make sure that both the sides have even amount of paper hanging out. And then you want to just tape this side down. And then for the sides, you want to actually fold one side in like that. And then fold the other side in flat like that. So you're basically going to have two triangles, or almost a triangle. And then fold the bottom side in first, and then the top side down, and just fold the little tip over so it looks neat, and just tape that down. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. See, now wasn't that easy? Let's get started. Now I'm going to show you 7 awesome ways to wrap your gifts. For this one, you want to take some tulle and just tie it around the box. You can keep it as long as you want. I just want it a little shorter, so I'm just going to cut off the excess. And then just move it to a corner. Now take the embellishments. These are flowers that I got from the dollar store. And you can just put it right on top of the knot and hot glue the leaves right underneath the flowers. And that's it, you guys. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to be working with some gold paint. And I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just mix that all around. And then with a clean Q-tip, I'm actually going to tap it on the table just to make that side flat. And then I'm going to use that and make little circles with the gold paint all over the middle part of the wrapper. I love working with gold paint. It's so beautiful. This looks so pretty already. Now once that's dry, I'm going to take this really pretty red ribbon and wrap it around the gift box. Then I'm just going to take some hot glue gun and just secure it in place. To decorate the box even more, I'm going to take this wreath and just cut off some of the leaves. You can cut off 2 or 3, however many you would like. It's better to use wire cutters, but I didn't have them, so I'm just going to use my scissors. Now take the leaves and just put them wherever you want to put them on the box. I'm just going to put them right in the center. And then I'm going to just take an acorn, and I need to take the back off of the acorn just so that it's flat, and just hot glue that right in the center. And that's it. So for this one, we're going to work with some green paint, and we're just going to take that makeup sponge that you can get from the drugstore and just cut the bottom part of it a little bit, and then the bottom part you're going to cut that again in half. So basically it looks like a tree. Now you're just going to get some paint onto that sponge and just make sure that it's the right consistency you want, so just do some stamps on the paper. And then just stamp it all over the wrapper. You can go to the sides if you want. I chose not to. I'm just going to stick with the top. But I am going to do the edges just so it looks like it goes off the page. Now take the other half and use it for the tree stump. How cute is that? We got little trees. So I totally forgot one of them. Now I'm going to take a gold Sharpie. Now you can use any color Sharpie or marker or whatever you want, and just write a little message on a piece of paper. And then with some gold paint, I'm just going to brush it on the end of that message. You can make it as long as you want, or as short as you want, or as wide as you want. Just do what you like. And then I'm just going to cut that up to make it look like a label. I couldn't find my regular hole punch, so I had to use my 3-hole punch, but use whatever works and just make a hole in there. And then with some twine, you just want to wrap that around the gift. I'm making it long enough so I can wrap it and bring it back up to the front. Just cut off what you don't need. And then I'm going to take that message and just put it through the hole. And then I'm going to tie it into a bow so that the message is secure. That's all it is for this one, guys. Just make sure you wait for the paint to dry. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to take the wreath and just cut off some leaves from it. You can cut around 4 or 5 depending on how big your box is. Mine's a smaller box, so I'm just going to do around 5. And then just set it aside, and we're going to use it later. So then you take some string. You can pick any color you want. Just wind it out long enough so that you can wrap it around. And I'll show you what I mean with that. So because my string is really thin, I'm just going to hot glue the end of it and just kind of fold it over. This is going to help me get started with the little circle that I'm going to make with this. So that I'm just going to keep folding it and folding it and folding it until I get a circle. And then when I get a big enough circle to hold on to, I'm just going to hot glue that onto my box. And then you want to make that circle bigger, so just hot glue and just keep winding it around. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And then I'm going to go and wind it all the way up to the top part of it and then string it up to the edge so that it looks like a little ornament. And then I'm going to do that with the next string. You can make it, like I said, as big or as small as you want, and you can put it higher or lower depending on whatever your preference is. And then once you're done with that, take those leaves that we had cut up earlier and just place them on top, just like that. So now it looks like the ornaments are hanging from the tree. You can design these however you want to. I'm going to take those other pieces and kind of just slant them to the side so it looks like the tree branches are kind of spreading out. Look at that, so colorful and so pretty. For this next one, you want to take some white string and just take out a long piece. And then I just went ahead and found the center of that piece and just wrapped it around the box, and I'm just going to wrap it around the front and the back. And then when I had enough string, I just twisted it and brought it to the other side, the long way. So you just want to make sure you have enough string going back and forth on horizontally and vertically. And just cut off the excess and just move it around just so that the design looks kind of cool. And then you want to take that wreath again, and I cut off 2 pieces, and I'm just going to hot glue that to the center. And then I have this little red piece, I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to put that in the center as well, just to make it look a little bit more festive. Now take some twine and just wrap it around however you like. I'm just going to wrap it around once. I'm just going to make sure the twine is long enough so that it can crisscross and go the long way as well. I'm just trying to make sure that it's even, so that when I tie it, I have enough on both sides. And then just make a little bow, and you can just cut off the excess string. And then that's it. For this next one, we're going to make those trees that we did before, except they're going to be gold. I'm using the same sponge as the ones that I did with the green because the green on the other side is dry by now, so why waste a sponge? Again, with this one, I'm not going on the sides, I'm just staying to the top. But I'm going to make sure that I get the edges. This pattern is so easy to make, and this gold and white is such a pretty combination. Now take some ribbon, I'm taking some black ribbon and just wrapping around the gift. Secure that with some hot glue. Now I have some embellishments. These are actually from an arrangement from something that you can get at the dollar store. And I just took them apart and just used the pieces that I wanted. Just hot glue that onto the black ribbon. And that's it. It's such a classy look. For the last one in the bunch, I want to cut up some leaves from that wreath again. And this wreath I got from the dollar store. So basically all I'm doing is taking out my cutout pieces and twisting them into one bigger piece. And I'm making a miniature wreath. I want to make sure that my circle is big enough, so that's not big enough for me, so I'm going to add a little bit more to it. But I also want space on the edges, so that looks just right. Now I'm going to measure it out, and I've noticed that it's 5.5. and I'm just going to make a 2-inch bigger rectangle out of it. So I'm going to do a 7.5-inch rectangle. And then I'm just going to make a little triangle on the edge and just cut that up, folding it over so that I can cut a triangle on both ends. And I want to make sure that it's a sign that I can put in the center, but I want it to pop up a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring 2 inches on both sides for me to fold over. So for those 2 inches, I'm just going to fold them in. And then I'm going to measure a 1/2 inch on the edge, from the end on both sides, and fold them out. So that I have a little banner. And then you can write some sort of message on the banner. I'm just going to write joy. I'm just writing with a pencil first so that it looks right. And then I'm going to go in with my gold Sharpie. Now I'm going to take some white string and wrap it around the box a few times like we did with the last one. But for this one, I'm just going to tie it first because I want to wrap a lot more, and leave a little piece out and just tie it all around. And you just want to make a bunch of circles with that. And then when you have your desired amount, just cut it and tie it to that original string that you left out. And then you want to do the same thing, just extend it out and do the same thing to the other side. Now take some twine and attach it to one side of the wreath and measure it to the back so that you're able to tie it to the back. So you want 2 pieces of that twine, one for each side of the wreath, and just hot glue it. Both sides. And when that's dry, just put the wreath on the box where you want it and just hot glue the wreath to the box. And just make sure it's secure. Once that's dry, just take the 2 strings and just tie it in the back and cut off the excess. There you go. And then you want to take your sign and just hot glue it onto the wreath wherever you want to. However it looks right. And I have that red piece again, and I'm just going to hot glue that onto the bottom. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to try some of these for your presents this Christmas. Please let me know in the comments which one you like the most, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much, and follow me on all my socials. Love you guys. Bye.